very good morning to everyone. It's a cloudy day here in Singapore this morning, and I just want to give you guys an update of my garden and just to show some of the blooms that are going on at the moment. And thank you everybody for liking and visiting my channel, and for all my subscribers, once again thank you so much for your kind support, and I hope I can make more videos for everybody to enjoy moving forward, and happy to hear any feedback and comments as well. And here we go. This morning I want to show my Carnosa dark pink that is budding up, and this Hoya has very lovely dark pink flowers that has bloomed once, and I will show you later on when it buds up and open over here. And I would actually also like to share this cute Dischelea with everybody. Look at the pink flowers. These Discheleas are actually the sisters of Hoyas. They are another class, I believe, but actually I'm not so familiar, so please pardon me if I'm wrong, but I just want to show the cute flowers of the Dischelea here. They are also vining, and the leaves actually look very similar to some Hoyas. Just want to show this Hoya. This one is a Hoya yellow, and as you see, the leaves are very cute and small. And this one is quite an easy grower, and it's actually have a peduncle here. This one is the yellow one. There's pink flowers and yellow flower, and mine is yellow flower. And there's also another Hoya there that has very cute leaves, like green grapes. I think, it's very hard, like a succulent, and it's like curved in. So it does look a little bit like the Dischelea I mentioned earlier on, but it's a lot harder and it's very cute. This one is SP Sulawesi, a new species from Indonesia. It hasn't bloomed yet, so I'm not quite sure, how the flowers look like, but I'll definitely show everyone when it does. And as you can see, it's a very long vine that is going up here. Is this the leaf? Yeah. My lovely Oncidians orchids, mini orchids, are starting to bloom and open up as well. And compared to the big orchids here, the dendrobiums, they are a lot smaller and cuter, but they're just equally beautiful. And I would like to show my sistentia, Hoya Cystiantha splash that has a bud. I'm so sorry guys, please pardon the noise in the background. It's morning, and they are doing some cleaning up the streets here in Singapore. So you can see the leaves are like really splashy. It's really beautiful, and the bud over here has opened up. Look at those flowers, and they're just super gorgeous. Look at that, it's a huge ball of flower that's fully opened up. They do look very much like the campanulata flower. As you can see, it's bell-shaped. This Hoya has opened for me before, so the blooms last for about usually for about 4 to 5 days. Yeah, so they are pretty moderately lasting, the flower, and it gives off like a lemongrass scent, usually at night. So it's actually quite nice if you like the smell of lemongrass. So it's not a floral type, but you know, the scent is more of the citrusy type of smell. This is not a big plant. I've grown it from a cutting over there, and yeah, it's actually, you know, blooming. So I'm really happy with it. Yeah, so just sharing this new blooms with everyone here. Lovely Kanosa has put up yet another bud this morning. As you can see, I have 4 nice lovely flowers and buds here this morning, and just to share it with everybody, this one is a fully open one. Look at the gorgeous white and slight pink tinge of the flower. I have another one here that's the bud. Sorry about that. Don't worry, they're actually pretty hardy. You know, when I first got my Carnosa buds, I was so worried, and you know, I don't even dare to touch it because I was scared it's going to drop off. But now that it's bloomed many times, I know Carnosa is a very hardy Hoya, and you know, just looking at it like that, it's not going to hurt it. So you can see the buds, it's really beautiful. It's like sort of like pink, but when it opens up, it would be actually white. And we've got another one here, and this one is actually you know, it's been blooming for I think 4 or 5 days already, so it's actually going out. And oh, you can see one of the buds, I mean one of the flower has dropped off. So usually when they are, you know, fading off, they will tend to get a little bit like dirty looking. You see from here, it's a little bit like black. Yep. And this one is a new bud as well, and if you can see, this one is like more white, and the reason why this one is more white compared to this one, which is more like pink, it's very interesting because they are from the same mother plant, but you know, you can see they look actually a little bit different. And I noticed why the color difference is because I think this one is more like shaded. I actually pulled it out from behind, so it's more shaded, so the color is less red, whereas this one is like directly exposed to the sun, so it's really like more vibrant. Yeah, so that's my Carnosa this morning, saying hi to everyone. And I would like to share as well my my diversifolia here. It's quite a big plant. This one is a native of Singapore. Is actually have a long vine. You can see it's like very long one here, and it actually is like also budding up. This is its first peduncle, and it's actually budding up. So I'm really excited as well because I have not bloomed this Hoya before yet. So I will be very excited to see how the flowers look like and share with everyone. And our lovely Patricia has budded up and opened up again. So as I shared with everybody, Patricia is a really lovely Hoya, and that's you know, really loves to flower, at least in my environment here. Yeah, you know, it's quite easy as long as you keep the soil, you know, the media moist. It will usually bud up and bloom safely, and it's really a lovely one. You know, if you don't have it, I think everybody should get one, you know, in their collection, because the flowers are just really gorgeous. Look at that, look at the color contrast between the deep burgundy red and the white. It's just so stunning. And you know, plus it's pretty long lasting as well. It lasts for about 5 or 6 days. But if you forget to water, I mean, it happened to me once. I forgot to, you know, keep the medium moist, and it only lasted for like 3 days. Yeah, so I learned my lesson on that one. So just want to share with everybody. Keep it moist, keep it slightly moist, yeah, not overwatering, of course. And you can see the flowers here again. And I just want to add that they do produce some nectar, not a lot, but some, as you can see from here. So some nectar. So some Hoya flowers, produce nectars, but not all of them. And Patricia is one of those that produce some nectar, not too bad. And the smell is really lovely as well. It's a floral scent that is pretty strong at night, especially when it first open up. So sometimes I didn't realize that it has opened up, but when I come to the garden, I smell the scent and I know that it is here. So here you go, Patricia. And in the background I have some of my lovely white dendrobium orchids as well. And I would like to share an update of my lovely Uncinata. I'm sorry, oh gosh, please pardon me guys. This one is Undulata. This one is Undulata. Sometimes the names could be quite similar and confusing, so please pardon me. So this one is a Undulata. I would put the name down. And as you can see, there are two new gorgeous leaves. These two leaves are new. They just came up like a couple of weeks back. I think it actually is about a week back. I think 1 or 2, sorry. And I noticed that after I spray the anti-mite solution, ivermectin, it somehow triggered this new growth. So I suspect it might have some broad mites early on. Broad mites, yes, early on. And after applying that pesticide, it's helpful for the plant because that's the only thing I did, and it has sprouted two new gorgeous, really beautiful leaves. You can just I literally can just look at it the whole day. I don't know if you guys agree, but look at that. And this one is the old leaf. It's just as beautiful. Every leaf is wonderful. And just moving upwards here. And this one is the real Uncinata. Yeah, this one is Uncinata. And that's Undulata. And Uncinata has flowered, just budded up again. Look at those cute star-shaped buttons. This is how it looks before it opens. And it's a lovely view this morning that I managed to catch it just before it opens. Again, I have talked about this flowers and Hoya in some of my older videos. It's one of my favorites. It looks like sakura. Maybe not to others. Yeah, I just love this Hoya. Yeah, and I have some lovely dendrobium orchids here as well that are in full bloom, and they are very lasting. They will last for months, so you can see them. You're gonna see them here in my videos for a while. Yeah. And I would also like to share my polyneura this morning. Look at the beautiful veiny leaves. And how it's got its name as the Fishtail Hoya. Look at the leaves. It looks like some fishtail or mermaid's tail they call it. And this lovely Hoya is one of my favorites as well. And it has also just budded up. The flowers are very shy. They tend to hide under the leaves. And you can see this one is the second time this plant has budded and flowered for me. As you can see, it's quite there's some nectars there as well. There's no scent for this Hoya, but the blooms are very long lasting. They can last up to about 2 to 3 weeks. Yeah, look at how gorgeous this is. And I just want to touch on this one is the second peduncle that's budded up. There's an old peduncle over there that's previously bloomed and have shown you guys. Yeah, Fishtail Hoya polyneura. And next I would be sharing an update of my Hoya ice. I've also talked about this Hoya previously. It has also budded up again. Sorry for the bad. Yes, okay, right. It has budded up again, and look at the cute buds over here. And hopefully this one would you know, progress to opening up again. I really love the flowers of ice. As you can see, it's a very tiny plant here, but it's so hardworking, and yeah, I hope it can bud up safely and produce another set of blooms, because this is a really beautiful one as well. It's pink and cream kind of yellow color. You can see the flowers in my older videos. I will put it in the description box below. And we have my UT247 that's budded up again. And definitely this is a frequent bloomer that I shared with everybody in my garden. Again, I will also put a description, a link to the older videos in the description box. But I have to say it's quite a small set of flowers this time round. You know, it's just a few buds, not really a big one. I'm not quite sure, is it because there's another another peduncle there that's budding up, and another one here. So this plant, you know, has to divert its resources. But as I shared previously as well, I think this one would not progress to final you know, blooming as well as that one. Usually you would abort you know, the other two while we focus on the main one. So let's see. And last but not least, you know, I think I have talked about this my Imperialis Caroline but for a while already. You know, it's just teasing us or me. You know, it's just so huge now. It's like getting bigger and bigger by the day, but it still is not opening up. I'm not quite sure when it will, honestly, because this is the first time it has bud up, and you know, it's the maiden bloom per se. So I am just like, you know, being kept in suspense as with everyone else. But you can see it's really, I think it's really any time now. Look at those big, huge, giant buds. I would keep you guys posted, you know, once that happens. And just an update that the other peduncle indeed has, you know, dropped all its buds, which is not a surprise. As I shared earlier on, you know, usually they don't, they're not able to support two peduncles. So this one has a, you know, all turned yellow and dropped off, and that's fine. And I would also like to share for my Australias, Hoya Australias. Sadly, the leaves are not in the best, you know, kind of condition. It's too yellow because it's like exposed to direct sun hitting on it, you know, every day. So it's very harsh. So the leaves are yellow. But because recently it's kind of getting less sunny and slightly less hot, but still, you know, hot and a bit more rainy, I just found something here. Look at that. It is definitely a peduncle that's formed with some tiny buds. I am not quite sure if it would eventually you know, bud up, but that's nice to see that, you know, he has spawned a peduncle. And oh wow, I just saw something else new. It has put up another one there. I mean, that one is it's definitely a peduncle. I'm so sorry guys, the resolution is so bad. Okay, that one at the bottom is a peduncle, and the top part, that one is a small leaf. So wow, yes, it has put up two peduncles. So Hoyas are really, you know, such interesting and surprising plants, because, you know, they really just would you know, produce a peduncle or a new growth or new leaf, you know, pretty suddenly, if you ask me. And just so lovely, and I bet that's why everyone is like, you know, we are so you know, interested, and we just love them. I will be making another cat-tip Hoya video about rooted cuttings. How do we check the cuttings if it's well rooted enough? You know, by looking at the different cuttings, the roots, and how do I you know, pot that cutting up in my potting mix. I will show everyone how I do that here for my Hoyas, you know, my newly rooted cuttings. How do I pot them up in you know, the soil media that I showed you guys, and just, you know, certain cat tips to watch out for before you know, just to make sure that the plant is well settled in and doing well, and all that knots. Yeah, so stay tuned. You know, if you are interested in such you know, to see more Hoyas, you know, and cat tips, do consider to subscribe and like my channel. And once again, have a very lovely day or evening ahead, everybody, and I will see you the next time. Bye.